It's been a minute, and I apologize for that, but a lot has happened. So even recording this, it's frozen the first time and the second time. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Holy fucking you stupid. Okay, I will not let that dissuade me. The reason why I'm making this video is about starting. We're past the halfway point of this year in 2025, and it's been a lot. Obviously, last year was a lot too. And I think that's just the realization I've had. Every year is a lot, and I want to start. And what I mean by that is I've kind of found out what makes me fulfilled, and that is creating things ultimately. But a lot of the stuff I create, it makes me money, or I do it for other people, if that makes sense. It's kind of crazy how many projects that I started for me that I don't finish. And I hope this video and this series, this logging of my thoughts, can be something that I do normally and just start. I'm going to make a game, or at least document myself trying to. I think there's a ton of quotes that come to mind, obviously, when it comes to starting things, but I guess the first one that comes to mind to me, it's better late than never. That's one. And then the other one is the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is today. This is actually my second attempt for even recording this video in general. I started this a month ago, and I kind of just need to get something out. I need to break the seal, as it may. I can't sit still, and I've been, for the past week, making or learning game development and watching things and doing all that stuff. And it's something that I've always been like, oh, I'll eventually make a game. I'll eventually do that. I kind of want to stop saying eventually. I need to start. I want to start. I'm starting. This is that. So obviously I have a lot of inspirations and a lot of things that come to mind, but these first few projects are just going to be me playing with the mechanics. My overall goal is to have a working little project. I hear about it a lot, is scope creep for game development, and just making sure that you just finish the thing and it's okay to abandon things. But I know for a fact this is a huge endeavor I'm going on, and I want to document it as well as showcase what kind of learning I've done along the way and kind of resources that I'm kind of doing. So I've already started with Bracky's tutorial. I'm also currently on the third episode of the Playable Workshop tutorials, which if you haven't checked those out, it's amazing. It's never been a better time to learn with these amount of creators and just people that are just giving out this free knowledge. And I guess a little domino piece, as it will, is I was learning automation for my job in terms of AI automation and AI agents and stuff like that. And as I was learning it, I had a video pop up that was how to automate making automations with AI agents. And that's when I realized it doesn't stop. It's not going to stop. And if I don't do something, I'm going to end up looking back on my life and be like, oh, I never did that. I was always learning things. I was never putting stuff out, and I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. Even if I put out complete and utter garbage. At this point, it doesn't matter, because I've made so many things for other people and I've made money doing it, and I've reached the threshold now where I'm like, why am I not making stuff for myself? And I guess another thing about that is I think it was kind of a necessity that I made things for other people. I had student debt, and I'm getting to the finish line on that, like this month, maybe next. With the move, it might be even the month after that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm moving. Again, this time out of state, but it's so close to being paid off all the way, and I've never felt this amount of relief, and I didn't realize how much it was weighing on me and how much it kind of drove me to focus on other projects and make money. That's kind of been my goal, is make money. But enough about all that. In the next video, I'll probably talk more about the move, and I'll talk more about that stuff, but The overall thing of this video is that I'm inspired by video games, and it's been something that I've thought about for a long time, and I've always wanted to. And in my job nowadays, I've been automating things and I've been making systems. I've been vibe coding a lot, scripting, such a satisfying thing. But I want to learn coding. I want to learn all these things. I took computer science in high school and I was really bad at it. I'm so sorry to my computer science team in high school. I didn't know a damn thing, and I was dead weight on that team for sure, and I want to change that and I want to learn. So my engine of choice, I'm going to be going with Godot. I think it's ultimately going to be the next big thing. I mean, it already kind of is. It's just so accessible, and I've already jumped into it, and it's been the first time that I've felt like welcomed by a program, if that makes sense. So my first project is going to be to get a player to move around and have a camera and do a thing. I've already made a 2D one. I'm on the 3D tutorial right now and the playable workshop tutorial. So getting something moving and getting a player model moving and maybe make an environment or have the mechanics flow. I know that focusing on too much of one thing is going to be the death of me, and I've gotten really good at not doing that in my work. So I think that just broad picture is what my scope is. It's like, just get something working. Done is better than perfect at the end of the day. And that's what this is too. So, but no, this is my video announcing that, and this is to hold my future self accountable, because this is going live regardless. And if I make a video or following this one up, then good. If I don't, then the shame of not posting again after this one is going to be insane. So that's kind of my motivation, is I've kind of got to kick myself in the butt, and I realize the timeline isn't stopping. I don't get a second to breathe. I don't get a second to stop, but maybe that's a good thing, and I'm just gonna keep climbing. So hopefully, if you want to go along for the ride and kind of just learn alongside with me, then let's do it. But my first project, I have a cool idea. I want to make a horror game. The horror game is going to be IT help desk. So kind of for my first little excursion, and then later on I want to make a little bit of a delivery automation game. I don't know how to word it besides that. A little drone delivery game. So that's my ideas. If you want to steal them, go. I don't mind. I realize another thing that I wanted to mention as well is sitting on ideas and not making them because of them not reaching their full potential is silly, and I don't want to do that anymore. The other thing is having other people potentially taking my ideas. It's a silly thing, but I used to be very, very cautious about it, and as I get older, it doesn't matter. Take my ideas. I don't care. Run with it. Expand upon it. Do whatever you need. I don't mind. At this point, we're all being fed to the AI system, so I would rather a person be copying me than the AI. So that's kind of my thought process now. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. I've been talking for about 15 minutes. It's probably going to be cut down to smaller, but so yeah, I want to make a game. And I have not that much experience with coding at all. I've been studying on my own now, and so I'm kind of excited for it. It's been such a fulfilling thing to make something and then the code works. But yeah, if you guys want to stick along and watch that journey, make sure to subscribe. I don't deserve how many subscribers I have. I really don't, but I appreciate you guys pressing that button. Make number go up. But yeah, I can't promise you that you'll get the stuff you want to see because I've changed it 50 times now. So, but if that might be your speed, who knows? You know what I mean? Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.